guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to get ready and tell you guys how I became a stripper at 18. This is today's drink. It's an energy drink because I need some energy. I'm going to go celebrate my birthday with my friends today, and we're going to go eat some food and go clubbing. So it's very nice, but I need some energy first. So it all started before I turned 18. I found this industry just very sexual, attractive, alluring, empowering. I really enjoyed learning about it, and I thought it seemed perfect for me. And honestly, I can't really explain why, but I found it so perfect for me. But I also know that this industry can be very terrifying. You can get trafficked, you can get used for your body. It's not a perfect industry at all. And you have to be really careful because else you're gonna end up in a bad club and push boundaries that you don't want to push. Which is why I did so much research before I turned 18 and before I decided to go into this industry. If you find this industry interesting, you need to learn both the good and the bad parts, and you need to listen to both sides, because I feel like a lot of people on social media glamorize it, and then there's the other part, which is it's the worst thing ever, which it can be, and it can also be really glamorous, but it's usually something in between. You'll have good days in the club where you make a lot of money, and then you'll have bad days where you make no money and where you're tired and you listen to people call you stuff all the time, and you'll experience bad stuff, but you'll also experience sweet girls, sweet customers. You will most likely experience both very good nights and very bad nights. And it's important, if you want to go into this industry, that you listen to both the good and the bad sides, because some nights you're gonna make no money, maybe even be in minus if you work in a club where you have to pay to work. And some nights you're gonna make so much money that your brain cannot fathom that some people have so much money and that they spend it on you. But it's you'll experience both the good and the bad things. And I think it's important that you don't go into this industry thinking that every night is gonna be the best night ever and you're gonna make so much money. And if you only do this also for the money, it's not gonna work out for you. I'm just saying. Anyways, I did so much research before I turned 18, and then 2 months before, I started to buy the shoes, the outfits, a money bag, all of these things that I knew I needed to have in order to do the job. And actually, I also did my resume and what I wanted to write to the different clubs before I turned 18. I was ready. A week before, I was just sitting texting, being okay, in the email I want to write this and this and that. And then on my birthday, on my exact 18th birthday, I sent it out to different clubs in my country, and I got written back from a few of them, but one club wrote back the next day, and it was so quick, easy. And then I got a job interview. At the job interview, I remember I was so nervous, so nervous. But I went in there, I sit and I talked with the owner, and we discussed how it works in the club, how it is in my country, how it is in that particular club. And then we talked about how I had no experience and that I was just going to take it slow in there, and what I could expect and what I expected, and if it matched together. And then I had my tryout shift the same night, which was really nerve-wracking, but it was good in a way, because then I just got into it quickly. And the girls were super nice, the owner was nice, the bartenders, doorman, everyone was so nice to me and welcoming. And I remember I had a bit of a bad customer, at least a bad first customer, because he was very negative, talking bad about other girls and everything, and it was kind of I don't know, I didn't like it, and customers are usually never like that. At least like 99% of them are not like that. So it was kind of like bad for me as a first timer to experience that as a first customer. And this was like 2 days after I had turned 18 and I was in the club. Like 2 days after turning 18, I was there. And then at the end of the night, I talked with the owner again and was like, can I stay? Can I like come back? And she was like, of course you can come back, it was so nice having you here. And then we had like Christmas break, so I first came back in January, but I started in December, right after my birthday. And then I just straight away started working full time, and I have been for now 2 years. I will just do my eye makeup off camera because I can never do it on camera, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, makeup done. I'm drinking some energy drinks still, and I need to do my hair and find an outfit, but I'll do that on my TikTok, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically how I became a stripper at 18. That's pretty crazy. And I also started like an OnlyFans a week after, so yeah. Anyways, would I suggest this industry for people? I would say 99% no, but the 1% who like really feels like this is their calling, do it. If you really want to do it, but research it well enough beforehand. I will make multiple videos about how it is being a stripper and making OnlyFans, but like please be 100% sure that this is what you want, because you can get a lot of trauma as well, and I would never ever want that upon anyone. So you need to be in a really strong mental place to be able to handle this kind of work, and if you're not, don't do it. Anyways, that was like my 2 cents and my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed telling it for you guys because I rarely talk about my first time ever, like being in a strip club, but yeah, I'm still here. I still work in the same club after 2 years, so it did well. I like the club. It's good. Yeah, but anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Mwah.